Today we'll be creating an animation of our puzzle cube assembly, and the animation will essentially just show how the puzzle cube goes together, and it actually moves and shows a puzzle being assembled. To begin with, we're going to click on the New button. We have been using standard.ipt, that is our parts file, and to create our assembly we use standard.iam. The extensions are the only difference. IPT stands for Inventor Part. IAM stands for Inventor Assembly. And now we're going to do standard.IPN, which stands for Inventor Presentation. And so when I click on that, again, I get a new drawing board, a little bit different than the parts drawing board or the assembly drawing board. And I really only have one button that I can click on. It says Create View. And from the Create View window, I have to find the assembly that I want to create my presentation from. And so I'm going to click on my little folder. It should automatically take you to the last assembly that you did. And for me, that is right there, and I can see it previews my puzzle cube in the window on the left. And I click OK, and OK one more time. And here's my puzzle cube, and it's in my workspace. Again, I can move it away or pull it towards me using my mouse wheel. And that's a good size right there to work with. Once I have placed a view on my window, I can use one of the other three buttons. And the first button I'm going to use, or tool, is Tweak Components. And I get a pop-up window. And now I'm going to choose each one of my parts individually, and I'm going to pull them apart. So I click on my blue part, and when I click on my blue part, I get the three axes shown, my X, Y, and Z axes, and I have to decide which way I want to pull this, and I want to pull this in the X-axis direction. So I'm going to click on X, I want to go in the Y direction. I click on Y, and I'm going to pull this out in that direction, and if I'm happy with that, I'm going to click Clear, and I'll move to my next piece, and I click on that. And again, I want this one to move in the Z direction, so I click on Z, and now I'm going to pull that upwards, click Clear. I'm going to click on the wooden piece. I want this to move in the Y direction, which is in this direction, so I'm going to click here, pull it in that direction, click Clear. And I have one last piece that I'm going to move, and that's my red piece, and I'm going to click on that, click on the Z axis, and then pull that out in that direction, click Clear. Now I'm done moving my components, so I'm going to click Close, and now I want to animate or make my parts move, and I'm going to, when I click on Animate, I get the standard animation or movie controls, and I'm going to click on the forward button or play button, and it will assemble and move my parts back to their original position in the reverse order that I just disassembled them. If I click Reset, it takes me back to my disassembled or exploded view, and I can click again and I can run that through. Again, Reset takes it back to the exploded view. You can change the amount of time it takes to run through. It initially took 25 seconds. If I click Apply, now it's going to take half that long. You can also increase the number of times that it actually goes through the assembly without having to reset. Okay, so that's very simple. Make sure that it is saved in your Puzzle Cube folder. You don't have to give it any special name, and it will give it the extension .ipn. Just make sure that you're in your Puzzle Cube folder.